Game of the season. Game of the season. There is so much to unpack. I have to bring myself some apple juice. Game of this the it's funny. Before we talked about the game, I said that this probably is the best domestic rivalry that exists in terms of the two best teams in a given league. I think that this is probably no, this is the best domestic rivalry that exists. And the way both teams played and the way that they applied themselves was absolutely insane. It was absolutely, completely, supremely insane. Pep is a psychopath. That is candidate for goal of the season. And I think Milner deserved to be sent off. Let's talk about it. So I will send out the link to you guys. Basically, I will send out the link to you guys because I want more guys to join and everything. Because I think, and Hassan, I know I will send you the link, but don't worry, I will send you the link. But I just want to first, because I need to get my thoughts out first, and then I will send the link out for other guys to come in and just give the reaction to game of the season. If we're looking at this game overall, Man City were the better team. I felt Man City controlled large parts of the game and they controlled the majority of the game. Pep, I feel, has finally sort of figured out his weaknesses against Klopp. Because not that they were finding chances and opportunities, it's how good they were defensively and how quiet they made Liverpool. But football is a crazy thing. And because football is so predictable, that's why we love the sport so much. Liverpool pretty much had a smash and grab. Like, Liverpool scored those goals against the run of play. City were in total control, complete control. They had them in. All it takes, in the blink of an eye, just in the blink of an eye, things can just change. We have to have a conversation about Salah. We have to have a conversation about Salah. We have to have a conversation about Salah. He's tier one now. I did it. He's tier one. He's tier one. He's tier one. He's tier one. Because I still don't agree with him being joint man of the match with Foden, but this is what great players do. Great players say what's up when money time comes. Great players say what's up when the check comes in. That's why it's called La. Because La, he had a pretty quiet game because City did an amazing job on him. Like Diaz, Rodri, we'll get Rodri. There's so much stuff to unpack in this ball, just because there's so much stuff to unpack. But City did an amazing job because Pep learns that don't give these guys space. If you allow these guys to run, they are going to screw us. They're going to screw us over. They're going to pimp smack us. We have to control the narrative. But specifically, we've got to ensure the ball doesn't come to their key guys. So every time Salah or Mane had the ball, boom. Salah had the ball, boom. They stepped up. They didn't even allow them to breathe. They didn't allow them to get into transition. They didn't allow them to face them. They forced them to play with their backs to goal, and they won. The swiftness with which City won the ball back was money. It was money. But football is a crazy thing. Because first of all, that pass to Mane was a quality pass. And again, it was against run of play because when Salah made that pass, City controlled the narrative. So I was like, man, how are Liverpool going to score? But just in the blink of an eye, quality ball from Salah, great run by Mane. And Mane, who's been struggling this season, that was a quality niche. That was a quality niche. But I think, you see, Grealish, Villa finessed them. Let's keep it real. Aston Villa finessed Man City. 100%. Because Grealish is worth 30 mil. If you push me, maybe 40. If you push me, maybe 40. Because my thing is that people say, oh, I'm not anti-English. Grealish is overrated. Foden is that dude. Because for me, Foden was man of the match. There were very good performances, but if I had to pick one, Foden was man of the match because that guy, he was money. Foden was 100% money, so he did that. He did that because that was a quality goal. And that goal, round off what was an amazing performance. And I think for me, City didn't deserve to go a goal down. But football is harsh. You don't get what you think you deserve. You get what you deserve. So when Foden scored, I said, no, City, they deserve to get back in the game. So at 1-1, I felt City would go ahead and make it 2-1 because I felt that City were the better team. So I just thought that one goal was a smash and grab. When Salah scored that G, there's a thing called picture-in-picture mode. So I had the screen small as I was tweeting. So I saw the goal in real time in small because I wait, what the hell just happened? So when I then went in again and I looked at the replay, guys, if you're looking for Laporte, if you're looking for Emerick Jeremiah Laporte, he's returned back to his mother's womb. And Salah personally, Dr. Mohamed Salah Esquire personally reattached the umbilical cord. Laporte went, he went that way. Basically, exit stage left. Salah made Laporte's exit stage left. Exit stage left because the amount of dimensions, because it's the first touch, it's the shimmy, yeah, giving the mic so I can take it away that he did on Laporte, and the finish with his weaker foot. That's candidate for goal of the season. And I think when you just look at the quality of that goal, we have to have a conversation about this man. Because that's not a tap-in. That's not a penalty. That's a real G. And this guy has been a consistent goal scorer for Liverpool. And what I think that you have to have a talk about him is that he was doing this last season when Mane was a Class B brick. Firmino was a non-entity. Jota was injured. Fabinho and some dude called whatever his name is was playing in defense. So he was still doing this under duress. Because without Salah, Liverpool comes 6th or 7th last season. So, and we're gonna have it in the hangout. We need it because he's tier 1. I have to make him tier 1. He's moved up to tier 1 right now. Do we need to have another serious conversation as to where we put Salah? Because I said that Salah's goal scoring right now should be compared with Cristiano and Messi, and people attacked me and said, "Oh, you're so reactionary. How dare you?" Stop. We need to stop treating Cristiano and Messi like these super demigods or whatsoever. They're amazing. They're cool. They're not untouchable. They're not perfect. And I think that, I told you, I've got a new hashtag. Hashtag honesty. Hashtag honesty. It's now time to be real. What Salah is doing, and the key thing is Dodd. I need to, what is Messi and Cristiano's Dodd? Because Salah's Dodd was last season. He had no help. Zero help. Liverpool were ravaged that African season. They were in free fall. And he still managed to say, what's up? So we need to have a real conversation as to in 20. I'm not talking about. See, for me, you see, whenever people say these things, they're like, oh, but Christian Messi, look at what they've done and all the goals. I don't care about the past. I'm about the present. The present as is right now. Do we need to have a conversation about Salah and where he lies right now within the rankings? Based on what he does in his role for his team and how consistently he does it. Messi is still struggling with PSG. I'm sorry, as of right now, Salah is a better performer than Messi. As of right now. Of course, things will change, but Messi is still figuring out with PSG. Cristiano, he's still doing his thing with United. And he scored that winning goal again. So Cristiano is still doing his thing. But my thing, though, is the quality of the goal. Guys, that's it. That's a G. That's a G. It's a G. I mean, it's a G. Sorry. I can't say it. You see, I'll try. I can't say it. That's a G. That's a G. That's a G. It's a G. It's a G. I said, so this is the home of football analysis. So I'm not here to be tribal or I'm here to be real. My passion is football. My passion is footballing truth. So I've changed. This is not hashtag honesty. Salah has been doing this for too long to ignore. So City came back and then Bruyne got that G. And at 2-2, I was like, bloody hell. And if you would have thought of who would have gotten back into the game, it would have been Man City. Because I still feel looking at the context of the entire game, City with the better team. As much as we praise attacking plays, we have to praise defensive plays because my annoyance with football is we are too focused on attackers. Whereas that anybody who has a passion for the sport like I do, every single role matters, every single position matters. You will not see a better block this season than what Rodri did on Fabinho. Fabinho was staring at an open goal. An open goal. And Rodri made the mother of all blocks. Let's just keep this up. He made the mother of all blocks. That block was insane. In freaking insane. But I want to talk about Pep. You see, nothing pleases me more than when Pep is pissed off. One of the few joys I have in my life is to see Pep get really pissed because I just find it hilarious. It's funny. Milner deserved to be sent off. That was the second yellow. Because obviously, whenever a guy gets a yellow, you want to try and keep 11-11, give a guy a leeway. Bernardo Silva, who's twice the player that Grealish is, that guy was on a run. If Milner doesn't make that challenge, Bernardo Silva was home free and was probably like on a 2-on-2 or 3-on-3. So that cynical foul stopped a potential break for Man City. So as fun as it was to see Pep angry, you can actually understand because Milner should have gotten sent off. If Milner gets sent off, City win the game. Because the game, City were controlling the game to such a degree, 11-11. If Milner gets sent off at that time, City win the game. So that was a huge move in the game. And what if this is 2018 all over again? What if Liverpool win the league by 1 point? Pep will be like, my God, man, if Milner was sent off, which he should have been, this could have been the difference maker. Now, it's unlikely that it'll be a 1 point or so forth, but those could have been valuable 2 points at City. Because if you're Man City, you should be pissed off. Because based on how City played for the whole game, I felt that they should have won. But that's not how football works. Football doesn't work in the sense of, I should have known. Did you or did you not? All that matters in football is what the final scoreline is. So it's not about what you think you deserve, it's what you deserve. You get what you deserve, not what you think you deserve. And for Liverpool, they were clinical. They struggled on the game, City controlled the game, but Liverpool, when those chances arrived, they took them because City had a lot of chances. But for Liverpool, the chance that Liverpool had, they took those chances and they did what they had to do because at the end of the day, it's about winning the game. It's not about trying to win it's about how do we win the game. But for me, I think this game, you know what this game showed? I'll tell you what this game showed. City are the strongest team in the league. City are the strongest team in the league. But as long as Liverpool have Salah, they will be neck and neck with Man City. I think Salah is proving to be a vital component for Liverpool. Very vital. So as long as Liverpool have Salah, City will never be able to get rid of them because I think as good as City are as a team, they don't have Salah. Because Salah is... You always need one of those dudes. Because you can have your team, Van Dijk is super important, Beckham made some huge saves and so forth. But when you have a guy that can do what he did for that second goal, because you need one of those, especially when you're in a tight game or a tough game, you need a guy just to say what's up. You need a guy just to live. You need a guy to say, you know what? Let's live. Let's live. So, because you see, now, if you're Chelsea, take heed. If you're Chelsea, take heed. This is the level. Because we said that after the Chelsea post-match that, so Chelsea, if you want to win the league, this is the level of football you have to roll with. This is the level of performance that you have to roll with Man City. This level of clinical quality you have to roll with Liverpool. If you're not clinical, and if you don't have that first to 90th minutes concentration, you can't do what City and Liverpool do. So for Chelsea, you're now seeing the benchmark, because the benchmark is high. And Chelsea, if you don't, Chelsea right now, they know what Liverpool and City are doing right now. Although Chelsea can say to themselves that, you know what, against 10 men, head Liverpool to 1-1. But the way that Chelsea are playing now is suspect, man. But I still feel that if you're City played a great game. Actually, this is hashtag honesty. City played a great game. Pep, I think, has learned so much from getting pimp smacked by Klopp for several years. And I think that the way that he worked defensively, the guys without the ball, and the way they moved the ball around, City looked really good. And I think if you're City, you would feel that we should have won this game. You feel like you should have won this game. And that's why Pep... did you see Pep's reaction when De Bruyne scored? He was like, yeah. Because he was so pissed, because I understand that reaction. Because that reaction is out of frustration. That is like, you try to take this from us. You try to take this from us, man. But it will be, unless the game at the Etihad says pops off, it's going to be hard to see a better, like UCL is different. It's going to be hard to see a better domestic game than this. It's going to be hard. Like this was till the 94th minute, guys were having chance after chance. So no, this was a really, 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 really good game. Become a patron member. Get access to exclusive videos, and also get access to the podcast of the Saturday and the Sunday hangouts. Head over to patreon.com/halfwop to gain all these goodies while also supporting your boy HH.